the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Alabama's offense will take the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Adams. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to him after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
Turning it on. Lowers those pads. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Line is set on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't hook it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the 2nd level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Catch in the middle. It's Gilmore. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right back to it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Got a man, it's Gilmore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Rutgers is going to walk off the field there in Piscataway with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Hale. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hale. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for more room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Adams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Wilcox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
To the air, it's Lowry. Grabbed over the middle, it's Meyer. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. And they can't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Wilcox. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. To throw, it's Russell. Grab near the marker, it's Hale. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted.
Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown tie.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him. And that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, 1st downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Grab near the marker. It's Hale. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, folks are going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force the tackles.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space, it's Wilcox. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grab behind the line. It's Cornelius. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Offense scoops it up and still going. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
A first down run in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break, at some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Coming out with it, it's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the ground, it's Wilcox. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Let's go. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Leaves it with the back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown Tide! Great job by the back on the option. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
If you can't juggle like this, you will never become a pro footballer. Just look at Messi, Maradona, and Ronaldinho. They were all so good because they grew up juggling barefoot and developing a relationship with the ball. Training unrestricted with a ball, a wall, and their imagination is what made them develop their instinct-driven play style, making them dangerous, unpredictable, and comfortable in every situation on the pitch. If you're ready to transform your training, nutrition, athleticism, mentality, and become a professional footballer, we have created a free masterclass that will show you how we convert hundreds of players into professional footballers. Comment free and we will send it to you. If you can't juggle like this, you will never become a pro footballer. Just look at Messi, Maradona, and Ronaldinho. They were all so good because they grew up juggling barefoot and developing a relationship with the ball. Training unrestricted with a ball, a wall, and their imagination is what made them develop their instinct-driven play style, making them dangerous, unpredictable, and comfortable in every situation on the pitch. If you're ready to transform your training, nutrition, athleticism, mentality, and become a professional footballer, we have created a free
run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Running play to the left, working for the end zone here. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Now on second and goal. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Gives it on the option. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to barge in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Wildcats backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. dropping back. It's Lowry. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Wilcox. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilcox. They'll immediately call timeout.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving.
Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.